Hey everybody, Jared, the Bowtie Guy here with Caldwell Banker Alfonso Realty. As you can see, it's carnival season, so happy Mardi Gras to all of you. And we are here at 13723 Ridgehaven Way in Gulfport, Mississippi. And I've got my buddy Michael inside. He is preparing a phenomenal crawfish dish for us to eat. And then I'm gonna be doing a king cake bubble up. So we're getting ready for Mardi Gras. Come on in, let's go check out this house.
Today's program is brought to you by Tim Allen, Vice President of Mortgage Lending at Gulf Coast Bank and Trust Company, and Mark Orgler, attorney at Schwartz, Orgler & Jordan.
All right, guys, we're inside here. I can smell it already. I think Michael's got it going already. So this is Michael with Greater Home and Auto Insurance. How's it going, man?
Hey, Jared, how are you, sir?
Good, man, good. So what are we doing here? What kind of dish are you making?
Well, I'm making a crawfish bisque. You know, a lot of people in the South have crawfish boils, and they got a lot left over. A lot of people don't know what to do with them, so we came up with this idea at my house to have less waste.
And we're going into crawfish season. I mean, crawfish are coming in and it's getting good.
Absolutely.
All right, so
absolutely.
Tell us what you got going right here.
So this is essentially just this is a big boiling pot that
It's a big boiling pot.
So it's just imitating your crawfish boil. So that's all we're doing right now.
Okay.
You basically go in, you do like you would normally do with a crawfish boil. You put your corn, potatoes, your onions, your garlic, your crawfish, your mushrooms, your sausage, and it's basically, that's just what we're imitating here, okay? We get finished with that, we're in the soaking period now. When we get finished with that, we're gonna cut all this stuff up and get it into one smaller pot. We're gonna make a bisque out of it.
Okay, so you basically had this going for what, about 30, 45 minutes right now?
Yeah, we're in a 20-minute soak period. Okay. And you know, that's just standard for your crawfish bowls. And that's just what we're doing now.
All right. Well, cool, man. Let's let that soak.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be doing a king cake bubble up today.
What is that?
Man, you've had king cake, right?
Obviously.
All right. So this is like one step up from king cake. Think king cake mixed with a bread pudding. That's what we're going to be making today. So let's get that started. So basically, I've already got the mixture going here, and what it is we've got our sugar, cream cheese, egg, and some vanilla seasoning. Mix all that really good together. You just mix it up and everything. And then we gotta let me grab in the refrigerator right here. Gotta get your cinnamon rolls. That's gonna be the bottom of the king cake bubble up. All right, guys, we're gonna move over here to this side of the kitchen. As you can see, I mean, there's plenty of space in this kitchen right here. But what we're doing here is we've got our cinnamon rolls out, and we're basically gonna quarter them. And it doesn't have to be exact for, you know, not doing scientific stuff here. And then we've got a pan right here that we're just gonna line the bottom of the pan with our quartered cinnamon rolls. All right, guys, so we've got it in our baking dish here, and the mixture that we had earlier of the sugar, cream cheese, vanilla, and egg, we're just gonna pour it over the top and just kind of coat everything, pour it over. We've got our oven preheated to 375, so we're gonna put it in there once we get preheated. And one thing to keep in mind, the icing, keep it for the end, okay? Wait for the end, and the icing is gonna come back into play. All right, so we got this ready. Let's throw this in the oven real quick. And something I love about this oven, you have an upper and a lower oven, so you can have two great dishes going at the same time. So we're gonna throw that in the upper oven. And let's get with Michael and see where we stand on that crawfish bisque. All right, so this is soaked for what, about 20 minutes or so?
That's right.
All right, so what do we do from here?
So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna pull it off the stove. And again, this is just like any other crawfish boil that you do.
Man, that smells so good.
It's pretty phenomenal. So we're gonna pull it out slowly.
Okay.
And we're gonna let it sit, and we're gonna let it drain into this pot. Here we go, I'm coming over with it.
All right, here we go. So we just turn the water on?
Nope, leave it. We're not rinsing any of that. We're just gonna let that sit.
Just let it sit?
Let it sit, let it cool off.
Now, what does sit and let it do?
Sitting's just going to let it cool off because we're going to have to literally go in and cut all these in quarters and halves, our onions and mushrooms and corn.
So you don't cut it before you put it into the boil part. You cut it when you're going into the bisque part.
Right. If you cut it before it goes into the boil, it just kind of makes a big mess inside of your boiling pot.
Yeah, gotcha.
But again, this is how traditionally this is done.
Well, man, I'm telling you, it smells phenomenal. I can't wait to try this.
It's going to be hot.
All right, Michael. So while this is cooling off, and before we get started on anything else, just tell me a little bit about what is it that you do with Greater Home and Auto Insurance?
So basically, what we do, we're a brokerage, and what that means, a lot of people don't know that there's other options out there besides, your big, well-known name companies.
Your big box
right?
Stores.
Your big box stores, and we all know who they are.
Right.
However, here on the coast of Mississippi, you have a problem with wind and hail coverage. A lot of people were stuck in the state wind pool and didn't know how to get out of it. The state wind pool is very, very expensive.
Right.
So what we do as a brokerage is we go out and we shop your policy for you. And we find these big, large, global companies who are willing to give you a homeowner's policy that includes wind and hail for a lot less than
So
what
you
can buy.
basically try to find me as a consumer the best deal for my homeowner's insurance.
That's right.
You're not just out to make $1 on me. You're out to, you got my best interest in mind.
Well, the name of my game is retention. And if I can keep you for 20 years, that's where I make my money.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. So this house right here, it's just over 1,600 square foot. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Beautiful house. It's got a large backyard. We've got a pool in the back. Large front yard. This house has got a lot to offer. What would this house right here run for homeowners insurance?
So Scottsdale is one of my carriers that I use.
Okay.
We would put about $175,000 on this house.
Because you want to over-insure versus under-insure, right?
Yeah, you definitely want to over-insure and you definitely don't want to under-insure.
Right.
So, but we do a replacement cost estimator on every policy that we do. So we know roughly within 5% of what it's going to take to replace a house in the event of a total loss.
Okay.
So again, $175,000 on this house, and then we tailor the other coverages that are needed per your needs. If it's other structures, whether it's contents, some people don't have $150,000 worth of contents, and we'll put what they do have.
But some people have like super collectible items, right?
That's true.
That cost a little bit more. So, but just basically, just a rough estimate for the basic homeowner that's going to be in a home like this. What are they going to pay here at this home?
You're looking at about $1,100 a year, and that's including wind.
All right, Michael, so what do we have going on right now?
Basically, we're just going to cut all the corn up, we're going to cut the potatoes up and the onions up and get them ready to go in our soup pot.
Okay, cool. So will this take a few minutes?
Yeah, this will take a few minutes.
All right. Well, while we're doing this, why don't y'all go take a look at the house, and we'll be here when you get back. We'll see you. right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the house. It's a phenomenal 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. And I hope y'all got to see the pool in the backyard. Great backyard for entertaining, especially, you know, for parties and everything. So we've already got everything into the pot, and Michael is going to show us how to finish up this bisque right here. So what's next?
So you take 3 cans of cream corn style sweet corn and 3 cans of cream and potato soup.
Okay.
And then you take a pint of half and half and you put it into basically a soup pot. You're gonna let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes.
So we change pots at this point.
You do change pots at this point. So we'll just combine all of these things.
You just throw it in there, right?
Just throw it in there. There's nothing special about this.
No rhyme or reason to this. All right, Michael, so you got everything in here, so like what are we gonna do here? Like how long does it sit?
You're gonna keep it on medium heat for about 15, 20 minutes. Just stirring it every occasionally, and soon we'll be ready.
If y'all want any information about this house, be sure to visit my website, www.jaredwable.com, or you can go to caldwellbanker.com. And if you need a great insurance quote, call Michael here at Greater Home and Auto Insurance. What's your number?
My number is 228-901-0520, or go to our website, www.ghains.com.
All right, let's eat, man.
Let's do it.
Thanks for watching. For the complete recipe, please visit wgud-tv.com. For more information about the home seen on this episode, call 228-860-1247 or 228-287-1000.